We are live, I think. Why can't I hear my video though? That's exciting. Check, 1, 2, check. The mic is really quiet today. What is going on? Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. We need to test the audio. I'm not convinced that this is sounding correctly. We had some issues last night with the stream with the audio, and today we've got a special guest. My wife is in the room. What's up? Hi, Jenna. Thanks for joining us. Check your mic real quick.
Hello. Checking.
Although,
let's be honest, I'm going to be sitting like this the whole time.
The whole time. All right. Well, hey, we're going to publish an ebook. Is it an ebook? Is it what would you?
It's a print book through Amazon KDP, which means it's a print on demand. So I don't have to print and, purchase thousands of them and have them in stock. They do that for me.
That's so cool. Your
this has
nails
been 2 years in the making.
Always crack me up because they make
it's definitely going to be a real ticky-tack situation today.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, thanks for joining in. Wrong button. There we go. Hi. So if you have questions for Jenna or I, we're watching the chat. We're on YouTube. We're on Behance. And we're just kind of going for it. Also,
Moxie's here. If you hear grinding in the background, it's her, not me.
Moxie's our dog. Where is she?
She's on the bed, eating a bone.
We need a dog cam.
Oh, bless. Here it comes.
Hey. Can
Prop
you
up here.
check and see if the audio sounds goodish?
Thank you, Peach.
Thank you. Moxie, come here.
She's like, no, I don't want to.
This
don't
is Moxie.
Make me.
Hi.
Can't.
Can you say hello?
Oh, it's my baby.
Hello to the world.
Hello.
All right, big fluffy animal. All right, there you go. Just don't knock over the camera. There we go. All right, cool. We got that out of the way.
All right,
so
let's do it.
How are we doing this? What is the plan?
So I need you to pull. Well, first you need to send me the. Never mind. I'll do it myself. I texted you the PDF files from the Illustrator.
Sweet.
The cover file and the interior file. And the difficulty is I believe it's sized for like traditional 8.5 by 11, but that's not a good kids book size. So we're shooting for like 6 by 9.
Gotcha. Okay.
So this bad boy's going to need resized.
I see cover _ Finn.
Look how cute it is.
There's the cover. Okay.
Okay.
So tell me about the book.
Yeah. So Our now 10-year-old has been obsessed with bats since she was, 4. And I had started years ago, 3-4 years ago. I started telling her bedtime stories about Batsy and Evelyn. She, at the time, had a big stuffed bat. She has probably 6 of them that she sleeps with now. And so this was born out of the Batsy and Evelyn adventures. And this was actually a birthday present to her 2 years ago. And
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, she got it. I printed it at home. So she has it in like coloring book format. But then we had the illustrator color it so that we could print it on Amazon. And life got busy and I haven't done it yet. So I'm excited. Look how cute it turned out.
That's amazing.
He did a really great job. For what it cost, I'm glad that he did.
Yeah.
He wasn't cheap, but it was definitely it was a fantastic experience. And, I'm really happy with the quality of these. It just turned out so cute.
Yeah, it did.
So cute.
So, all right, you gave. Oh, I hear a comment somewhere. I think it's on YouTube. You gave trim
Katie
sizes.
says audio sounds good.
Yay! All right, trim size 6x9.
Yes. And I don't know what any of that means.
So, width and height, height and width.
So open up a new browser.
Excuse me.
And you're going to have to log into my Amazon.
Okay.
I can help you with that.
Well,
It's my email.
okay. Let's not say things over
Well, I'm
the
not.
live
You know my email.
stream, but they might know it too.
I mean,
The internet knows things.
I'm not super worried about it.
All right. Do I need to log in, or can we just do it from mine?
You don't have access to my KDB, so no.
Well, there you go. I don't have access, everybody. Are you going to make it?
I'm dying. Sorry, team.
All right. I forgot to make our 2-up Derek and Jenna button. Oh, wow. I
You
had
should
it.
turn my mic off so I can actually cough.
Okay, do it. Sounds so bad.
It's still so loud. Okay.
All right.
Yes, KDB.
KDP.
So I have everything set there, and they have a lot of good resources. They have print guides. It just might be easier for you to pull that up.
Okay. Why don't you... Let's see. If I open... I'll do this in Chrome because I don't use Chrome. I use Safari. Don't know why.
I use Chrome.
Does anybody use Firefox anymore?
No.
Is that even... That's still a thing, yeah?
Dead. It's dead to us.
I use...
Here, I'm texting you.
because of like when I build websites, I find myself bouncing around.
There you go, Chief.
Amazon. I spelled that wrong. Amazon. Hey, if you're watching the chat, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Amazon.com. Where are you tuning in from? What are you up to? What are you working on? What's new in your world? Also, I've been live streaming like a crazy person. I've made up for lost time. I hadn't streamed in like 2 months. And I went live 3 times yesterday. I'll probably go live twice today, at least. All right, got that. Send. I'm triple checking. And I think I know this one. Let's see. That's not your password.
I texted you.
Okay. All right. That gives me a 404 error.
Oh, well, maybe because it's my unique link.
Create, manage, publish.
Okay, are you in as me?
I think this one's mine.
Okay, so
Okay, so can we... What are you hoping to pull up here? Because I was just going to resize some stuff.
then just resize it. Have fun.
Cool. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this ebook that Jen wrote for our kiddo here who's obsessed with bats, and we need to resize this to be 6x9. But what I don't know... I mean, these are all vertical, so hopefully I don't have to try and like do something different. Or turn the music down a tiny bit. What's up, Rob? Don't share passwords on stream. I know. Try not to. Okay. So, gosh, I don't know how I want to do this. I could bring this into InDesign and lay out each page. And why is it opening as a preview? Lots of things going on. All right. Batsy and Evelyn's hot air balloon adventure. Let's just try this. Let's just try and open Acrobat. We'll resize this real quick. Bring it in. I might have better luck controlling this in InDesign, because then if I do it from InDesign, I can also, let's see. How you doing back there?
Great. I'm doing 5 other things while you're doing that.
Perfect. We're going to see if this works. File, print. This music is obnoxious, I'm not going to lie.
I can't hear it, so.
Yeah, that's probably better. Okay.
So how do you resize?
Well,
Like, what are you doing here?
okay, so that's a good question. I was going to try and just cheat it, and I was looking up like how to resize documents, and it was talking about going to just scaling it, but I kind of want to make this exactly whatever Amazon wants. So what I'm going to do, this might be the hard way, I don't know. We're going to open up InDesign. We'll see if I can get this PDF to flow through it easily. All right, but I want to know for sure if I'm using the right size. So we need to get logged into your account here. Will you come? Let's see.
It's what you think it is.
Your nails. It's not, because I just tried it and it did not work.
You tried all of them?
I'm trying a new one. That one didn't work. It's gonna lock me out. Come do it, real quick.
You tried all 3 of them.
I tried. And it's here. It's in the password. Just type in your password.
You're assuming that I know it.
Oh, that didn't do it. Do I have the email right? I hope so. We broke it. Oh.
What's it want you to do?
Email, phone number. Don't even worry about it. Okay.
Just hit continue.
Okay. What we're going to do instead, for the sake of the
There you
stream.
go. Chief.
What did you do? Oh, yeah, I need that, don't I? Okay, thanks. So this is the trim size. What is the trim size? Let's see. I'm just going to do it this way. We're going to go
Creativebrief.live,
Amazon
right?
KDP. Yeah. KDP size. Okay. Kindle Direct Publishing. Trim size. Most common trim size for books is 6x9 and is a regular trim size. When setting up your book, it looks like you can set up a different trim size, babe.
But I want it 6x9.
Okay.
That's a pretty standard, like, little kid book size. They can hold it easily.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't see if they do bleeds or not. So we'll just pretend like they do. We'll get it set up. Then we'll go. So we're in InDesign. We're going to go ahead and make a new file. And we want this to be in inches. We'll go 6 inches by 9 inches. Columns. I'm not going to worry about any of that. Bleed margins. Let's see. 1/2 inch is probably fine. Let me look at this file again real quick. Perfect. Okay. I'm actually going to make it
Rob says a Jenna cam.
Jenna Cam. You guys want to
I
see Jenna
know,
Cam? There she is.
thanks.
Doing things, doing the things, doing the most. All right. Oh, darn. Okay. I think there's enough space. Okay. So we are going to jump back into InDesign. Margins, we can change this later. We'll leave it for now. Facing pages. I think in this case, we'll turn them. I don't know. We'll see what it does. All right. So this, let's do this right. Let's go to my design files. What year is it even? 23. 23032. New job. Duplicate it. 23033. Got some assets in here. So this is just a blank folder structure that I copy over for all my new projects. We'll bring this over. We'll bring this over. We'll bring this over. These are all just files I brought over from Jenna's text message. All right. Let's see if this works. I am going to just drag this right into the document. Come up to the top corner. Hold down Shift. Do I need to hold down Shift? Oh, this is going to stink, isn't it? All right, let's see what happens here. It does not fit nicely in a 6x9. So this is where we should have planned with the end in mind. And designed it differently, but that's all right. Okay, just thinking about how I want to do this here. Hey Rob, what's the shortcut to Flow? Usually I work with a Word doc, not a PDF, so I'm wondering if there's a better way. Here, actually what we'll do, maybe we'll go to the import menu, file. Import should be...
Rob had to go.
He had to go?
I know, rude.
I don't ever use this way. Let's see what happens. If we just place...
Hey, Penny.
Let's go to my files. This one. We'll show import options. Let's see. All pages. Layers, no. Let's see. Do we want to crop, trim, bleed? There it goes. Okay, option click. There it goes. I was like, there's a way. Nope, I did that wrong. It's doing it all on the one page. Guys, I haven't been in InDesign in a long time. Try it again. Command D is my place option. Shortcut. All right, try again. One more time. Yep. Oh, darn. I'm failing at this. I should have tested this first. It's all good. It's all good. We're still hanging out. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Jen's watching the chat.
Yes and no. I'm also building out ad sets for a client, so I'm 50-50 here mentally.
50-50. There's got to be a better way. I know
What are
there's
you
a
doing
better
right
way.
now? You're just like
Well,
generative fill type of a thing?
so there's a way to paste and like flow your text. So let's say you did this in a Word doc. You can paste and it'll make as many text boxes as it needs to and it'll flow. For whatever reason, the shortcut I thought it was is not working. So I'm doing it manually. So basically I went and hit place, and I grabbed the PDF file, and now I'm holding Shift and Option as I click, and it's basically letting me single click on each page. And then as I click, it pastes that page and then it queues up the next page to be ready to go. So there's gotta be, I know there's a better way, but this kind of happens a lot. I get on stream and then my brain stops working. Mm-hmm. So it's all right though. We're just hanging out, having a good time. I hope I'm having a good time. You guys having a good time? What's going on in your world? There's a much better way to do this. I think I'm doing this the hardest way possible. It's all right. I'm getting paid by the hour, right, babe?
Oh, for sure. I'll make you lunch.
You'll make me lunch. Perfect. Okay. So I think we got all the pages set. Excuse me. I'm going to turn your mic off because you're clickety clacking.
Your mom.
She might be watching this chat. You better be nice to my mom.
Like your mom.
I know. What are you working on back there?
I'm creating ad sets for a client in Google, which takes all of my brain.
That you're doing what?
Building out ads, Google ads for a client. It's not my favorite thing, but I am doing it.
That sounds That sounds difficult. All right, back to what we're doing here. Okay, so there's also a way, and I forget the shortcut, fit content to frame, fit frame to content. Nope. Let's see. InDesign, shortcut to fit content to page. Oh, I should have made frames on this. Guys, there's a way to do this and I could have been done in 3 minutes, but then there wouldn't be anything else to stream about. What's up, Light Graphics? I'm good. Thanks for asking. Or maybe you're talking to Jenna. I don't know.
I missed it.
It's all right. Oh, this is not the way to do it. What we should have done, just curious. Let's just say I had this here, and let's just say I pasted that into it.
Let's just say.
Okay, and then I can fit it. Did it skew it though, or is that how it actually looked? No, it definitely skewed it. There it is. Okay. There's such a better way to do this. Is it worth trying to figure this out and do this again? I'm going to try a couple things here. So anytime you're going to do something more than a few times, it's worth figuring out the shortcuts. It'll make you faster. In this case, I'm trying to figure out so this page does not fit into the 6x9 without scaling it. So I'm trying to figure out how to automate that a little bit better. And what I realized is I've got this photo, and if the frame, like if we actually had put a frame on this page, a frame is just a box. Okay. And when I pasted these in here, I'll turn off the stroke, copy this. Actually, I'll cut it, Command X, I'll grab this frame. I'll go edit and paste into. So now that image is pasted inside that frame. So that's why it's masked out. You can use frames to mask artwork like that in InDesign. So what I'm doing up here on my menu, if I click up here, I can center the content to the frame, and then I can click the fit content to frame, which is going to skew it. So we want to fit it proportionately. Boom, done. So I could have auto-flowed. I don't know. Now I'm making words up. From the beginning, and it would have made my life a lot easier. Oh well, we're in it now. We're just gonna go for it, I guess. Although, well, before we get too much further, we're gonna save this. What is happening back there? Moxie is getting after her bone. Hey, puppy. We need a dog cam.
Do you need a dog cam?
Dog cam. Here. There she is. Moxie, what you doing? How's your bone?
Cutie.
All right, center that back up. There we go. Okay. Okay. Did he put pages on these? He did not, but that's okay. So what I'm going to do, all right. Okay, I know there's a way to do it. Just going to do a couple pages here to test it. That's the wrong way to do it. Sorry guys. This is how I got good at what I do. I'm like, I will figure this out. I will figure out a way to save myself time, even if it takes me 3 hours to figure it out, because then the next time it'll take me 5 minutes. So anyway. Huh. Okay, well, sorry for wasting your time. Why is it doing that? Okay. I screwed it up. So we're just going to do this. Sorry. Yeah, thanks, Penny. I know there's... I've never tried to fill a PDF document before where it auto-generates the pages. I can't get it to flow. Oh, do the art. If I click off to the side, it centers it, which is kind of helpful. I know there's got to be a way. That's what drives me nuts. Like there's a shortcut literally for everything. So, and there's some like crazy shortcuts too that you wouldn't even think should be a thing. So that's why I know it's like it's worth thinking about it. Like literally I should be able to do all the pages. It's a PDF. I'm not sure about if I want to crop it a certain way or not. That might help, but like depending. So I'm using Shift, Option, and Alt, some combination of that. And if I click off to the side, I noticed it's kind of filling it from the height of wherever I click, which is interesting. If I click in the middle, it fills from wherever I go, which, I mean, that's half the battle. Now, if I hold down Option, just Option, you'll notice it changes to the double. Like it'll do all of them, but it puts them all on the one page, and that's not what I want. Because now I got to like shuffle them all down. So that's not what we're going for here. So if you guys want to help me Google it, what we're trying to do is autofill a PDF or autoflow a PDF into a document. In Acrobat create, let's see, Martha, in Acrobat create separate pages, make one page to fit, and dupe and replace. That might work. So we had it open, and I mean, it came out of Acrobat. So here's the original. So if I could just resize these to be the right size, that would work too. Part of the reason why I brought it into InDesign is to have more control. So I can like center it exactly where I want. And then when I go to publish it, one thing I didn't do, if I go to the document setup, is bleed and slug. I want to add an 1/8 inch bleed all the way around. Click OK. So that way, so it'll get trimmed back where the black line is. I don't know if you can see it on stream. It's not showing up on my computer. But there's a red line here. There we go. That's the bleed. So it prints past it. So I kind of want to control exactly how this goes for print if we print it ourselves on other things. Having one PDF place with many pages makes the file bigger. So here's what's going on, guys. We are sending this to the Amazon. Oh my gosh, lost my word. The publishing KDP. And the file size we got from the artist is different than what they want. So we're just resizing it. It should be a super simple 3-second thing. Should, gigantic air quotes. But I don't remember, and maybe there's not a way from a PDF, how to flow this from one. If I just click here. What's the definition of insanity?
Doing the same thing over and over again, hoping for different results.
Doing the same thing over and over, hoping for different results. Well, that pretty much defines me. Let's do all. Okay. Moxie's just getting after her bone. Oh, you know what I could do? Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. This is going to fix it. Sort of. I'm going to do this. I'm going to copy it. Edit, paste in places. That one. Okay, so you can't see what I'm doing, but basically, oh, it's going to take forever. And I use an app where I can't just use that shortcut. So I'm putting frames in here. So that way, let's see if this works. If I okay, is it in the frame? If I click on this now, it did. It put it in the frame. Okay, so that'll make it so I can push the one button. Go to Window, Utilities, Scripts. Window, Utilities, Scripts. Place multi-page PDF under Samples. I don't see samples. Thanks everybody in the chat for helping me figure this out. Samples, JavaScript. Under Application. Holy smokes, we're getting into the weeds. I like it. Okay. Samples, JavaScript. Place multi-page PDF. Now what do I do with it? Just double click on it? Oh my goodness. If this works,
Moxie.
place in a new document. Let's see what that does. Oh dear. Guys, check out Martha's book.
Martha's book, where?
Oh my goodness. Wait, okay. I don't want to get too excited yet. What did it do?
I'm checking it out.
Shut the front door.
Oh, did you draw this? Illustrate it?
Wait, I think, okay, time
Oh,
out.
this is cute, Martha.
Okay, so it did it. That's chain smoker back there.
Martha's is really cute.
Okay, so that was a cool little script. See, guys, I know it. There's always a way to do things. It did it phenomenally. Wait, okay, here's the problem. Is there any chance your designer, like, he already has text in here. Why? I don't know why I thought it. Why did we get a PDF? He has to have made a, he probably has an InDesign
Do you need
file.
a different file?
No, I mean, it would be nice to have the whichever one has a text on it and stuff. Okay, so that did what we needed to. The next thing though, if I go to File, Document Setup, I've streamed 3 times yesterday in different software every time. My brain can barely hang on to all these shortcuts. I'm running out of mental. Okay, here's what I'm trying to do. I want to see what the document size is. Because this made it the exact size of what those pages were, which is phenomenal. Like, this is great. This is a great start. That script is money. We're going to jump back into this one though, where we at least have the pages set. And
Moxie,
get your life right. She's working that bone.
she is.
Okay, so if I go PDF, place multi-page PDF, and I just click on it, and I click on that, and I open it, and this time I put it in my Batsy file. Let's just see what happens. Yeah, I could call Benny. Place PDF on. Oh my goodness. It might be working. Okay. I mean, it pretty much did. Yes, this actually did. Okay, so this gets us past the first step, which was like placing it all at once. So here's what we're going to do now. We're going to do this again. We're going to delete it all again. Delete all these pages. Deleted. Excuse me. Go back to page 1. Delete it. Okay, this time up here in the little hamburger menu on the Pages tab, we're going to change this to, it's up here somewhere, I forget. Oh no, I usually click on Allow Pages to Shuffle, but what I want to do is do Facing Pages. Where do I change that? Document Setup, I think. Facing Pages. This time, let's try it again for like the 500th time. We're getting there. We are so close. We're going to run it in the same document. Click OK. Click OK. I appreciate everybody's like, we're invested in this now.
We're crowdsourcing this, man.
I love it. Okay, I think. Oh, please. Okay. It kind of did it. But now these pages are just the wrong size. So there's going to be some manual labor involved, I think. Okay, but what, can I make this fit to the page? It's set to page. That's just the alignment, but I want to fit content proportionately, but there's nothing, it's not in a frame to fit it into the frame. Oh, this is killing me. I'm literally dying from this project. I lost like 5 years of my life. There's got to be a better way, a more precise way, and I don't have to scale these one at a time. But I will do it if it comes down to it, which is kind of the trajectory we're currently on. But at least then we know like it's exactly how you want it. Do I want this to go past for the bleed? Do we need to bleed this guy out? This is going to be painful, isn't it? Oh, okay. All right. Align to margins. Nope. Those are not margins. I guess page is fine. Scale it down to the smallest size there. This is so not the right way to do it. Oh, I heard a ping, maybe from YouTube. How are we doing over on YouTube? How are we doing?
Look.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so in theory, I mean, that fits. I don't need to bleed that one. It's the cover. It should be fine.
Infinity says, isn't there a way to make a master page with the frame and settings and then...
You're so freaking smart. Yes, there is a way. Okay, now the other question though, even if there is a frame in your master page or your... I don't know if it'll embed into it, but we're this far into it now. Let's just delete them all again. Okay. All right. We're going to go to the parent page, which, why does this not have a facing page? We're just going to start over. We're going to delete this whole file because we want this to be inches. We want this to be 6x9. If you're just tuning in, we are resizing a book that my wife wrote and had illustrated for the Amazon KDP, Kindle, whatever the heck it's called. And this time we're going to leave facing pages on, so that way our master template shows up with that. I could have added it, but I don't know. I'm trying to like reset my brain here. So what we're trying to do is flow in this PDF that we have that is amazing, but the wrong size. And Martha or Penny, one of them, who was it? I don't remember. I think it was Penny. Helped me find a script under Window, down to Utilities, down to Scripts, which opens the script file. We're in InDesign right now. And then under Application, so we go to Application, down under Samples, down under JavaScript. Buried in the Netherlands here is Place Multi-Page PDF. So if I just double click on this script, find my PDF, open it. Oh, wait, we're not ready for that yet. we got to go in here to the master page. And what we're going to do now is draw a frame. This music is annoying. Luckily, I don't think you guys can hear it because it's pretty quiet in my ears. I'm going to draw a frame. I'm going to ignore the bleed. I'm going to turn off the... But if it's a master page element, it's going to be locked on the sub pages. And it won't paste inside of it. I'm going to make this frame a random color so we can just see that it's there. Copy it, paste it, align it to the other one. There we go. Okay, so we have this pink frame, and its only purpose, my only purpose in doing this is I want the PDF to like embed into the frame, so then that way I can click on the menu items across the top to center the content to the frame. That's the hope. I don't think it's going to work because, so we can see the pink line, the frame is here, but I can't select it because it's a parent page or a master page element. So I think it's just gonna which document is Untitled 3? So, but this is not going to be in that because it's locked. I hit Command Option L. I give up, pretty much. I give up. But hey, that PDF command worked flawlessly if you have it make a new document. These are just the wrong sizes. So I wonder though, they're all set correctly here. What if I go to document setup and then change here. Adjust page elements to document changes. Adjust layout. What's that going to do? Try that again. Okay, this did nothing. It made the document the size I want it to be. Can I... No, that literally did nothing for me. Oh, well. All right. Well, shucks. We tried. I guess I'm just going to have to do the work. It could have been done like 5 times over, but you know. Okay. There's got to be a way though. Is there a way, you guys, to fit the content to a page? So right now, these buttons up here are like fitting it to a frame. So again, if we had our rectangle, like we had something here, some shape, and we took this image and we pasted it into that shape, we could say, hey, take this here and fill it to the frame size with these buttons like that. So we can do it just to fill it, or we can fit it proportionately. Okay. So that's what I'm trying to do. But is there a way to make it behave that way to the actual page? Can I like right click? Let's see. Fitting. Maybe. Command Shift E. Nope, it's got to be in a frame. absolutely killing me right now. If I do it this way, I gotta change camera real quick in case this shortcut. Let's see. Option Shift V.
Yeah, the font may be small on a 6x9. She's not wrong.
I was worried about that actually. Command Option V.
Is there a way to rescale it?
Is there a way to rescale it?
Mm-hmm.
The text?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was saying. If we had the actual document, that's why we need the real document. We can print these here. I've got a printer. I mean, we can see how small it gets, but yeah, let's see. So let's just pretend that this Command Option V, and then if I go to my fitting, what's the fitting shortcut? Fitting, fit content proportionally is Option Shift Command E. So Option Shift Command E. Boom. Okay. And then I can turn off the fill. Okay. Now we're getting into like faster shortcut mode. Now let's just throw some text here just to kind of see about what size this is. They read books and played games together. All right. 12 point, 10 point. It's actually not terrible. I think it's going to be okay. Luckily, it started fairly big. Okay, so we are going to take this, cut it, come in here, edit, paste into, which is Option Command V. Then the fitting shortcut was content aware. Nope, fit content proportion. So Command Option Shift Command E. All right, and then this frame has a black. Oh, I got to keep going on these though. Copy it. Okay, so this is where we're getting into the, what's the paste in place in this one? Command Option V. I gotta see if this is gonna go weird. Okay. Well, it's not pretty, but if you're hanging with me mentally, what I'm trying to do is just put all these frames on this side, Command Option Shift V over and over again. This is driving me bonkers, but you know what? This is at least marginally faster and more precise than just scaling it down and hoping they're all going to line up, because this should be perfect by the time we're done with it. Might as well save this.
Might as well.
I guess, Batsy 2. See, we're speeding up a little bit. It only took us an hour. All right. Now we're going to cut this guy. Paste into Command Option V. And then fitting. I forget. Command Option Shift E. Doing that. Must have been 2 pages there. Okay. So now if we do that, good. Come back over to our parent page. Did I have pink on this one, or is that one that I deleted? Okay, good. I don't. All right. Cut it. Paste it. Nope. Command X to cut it. Click on the box. Command Option V to paste it into. Command Option Shift E to scale it proportionately. And the question mark / key to take the fill off of that shape we pasted into. Cut it. Paste it into. Scale it. All right. How are we doing? Looking like this actually is working. Oh my goodness. Don't forget to save, folks.
Yeah. That'd be a bad day.
Well, I mean, half of the work was just figuring out the method. Now that we figured it out, it's going significantly faster.
Hi, Tarcisio. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but welcome from Sicily.
Sicily. Ooh. That's amazing. So in my courses, when I look at where all the students are from, it's amazing to me that I think literally every single country in the world.
And hi, Berzo.
There's students taking our courses, which just blows my mind.
It really is.
So cool.
No barking. Dog.
Moxie, what are you doing?
She saw Zach. Goofball. Go lay down, dog.
Zach, if you're watching this, I'm going to get you hooked up on live streaming.
Moxie, baby, come. Go lay down. Bed.
Is it working? Okay.
Nope.
Glitch
Bed.
in the matrix. Why is there... Oh, are you kidding me? I think I think I copied the wrong size on every single one of these. Look at this. They're not pixel perfect.
Roar.
You've got to be kidding me. Oh, so they're all like that. So luckily we didn't do very many here. Let's just see if the colors. Bummer. Okay, so this reminds me, so we just watched Elf with our kids because they were insistent because it snowed here in Montana. They're like, we have to watch Christmas movies. So we did. So the main character is obviously Elf, but his dad is a book publisher.
Oh.
And they misprint the book.
Right.
And they're missing in a spread and they decided to like send it anyway, right? And this makes me feel like this. Like these are details that like no kid's going to notice that this is off, but I'm going to know. And so I'm going to fix it. So If you guys have any interest in being a graphic designer, sometimes it's these attention to details that you really have to pay attention to. We've had projects, well, for example, that packaging I did for those Falcor barrel things, it was like 30 grand to print. And so, man, I triple checked that like so many times and then made them sign off on it because like had it gone wrong, like who's liable to pay for it, right? Whether it's a typo or whatever. So I always have my client sign for stuff. So that way if it doesn't turn out how they want it, it's not my fault. You signed off on it. All right. So close. So close. And see, and this is where it was worth figuring out this fit command. So if I right click on this image and go to fitting, I'm hitting on the keyboard fit content proportionally. So Option Shift Command E. So when I change the frame, I click back on this Option Shift Command E and it immediately scales this to fit proportionately. So I know everything is like dead on. The only problem I'm seeing now, like this piece, Jen, which got this hard edge. I don't love that. Instead of all these have these soft wispy edges, which is nice. I could come back through or bring the spread into Photoshop or do something here I could feather it in InDesign to feather that edge, but let's just keep getting this scaled up correctly. Don't forget to save. Okay. So now cut it, paste it, scale it. You were working those keyboard keys back there. What do you think about this, Jen? So if we leave it like this, like these pages have a hard edge at the top.
It's fine.
It's fine? All right.
Fine for now. Fine for like a proof of concept, right? Like a V1.
V1. Okay.
And if you prefer, I can ask him for the AI files.
Well, I mean, we're this far into it now. But yeah, I mean, if he still has it and he's willing to get it to you.
Well, I paid for it, so yes.
This was like 2 years ago, though.
All right, I'm going to have to bounce in about 8 minutes for a call.
All right. How's your Google ads coming?
Oh, my eyes are bleeding. I did as much as I could.
Yeah?
And now I am taking a break.
I put the camera on you for a minute. Since you're leaving, you can talk to the people about stuff. Tell them things. Huh?
What would you like me to tell them?
I don't know. Tell them stuff.
Stuff. No, I don't know. I think these types of streams are fun where you are working and, you know, I'm just here in the background and we get to be together.
I love it. Guys, we were going to start a podcast.
Not were.
We are. Well, we have one already. You could check it out. It's called The Derek and Jenna Show or something like that.
That one's getting
That one's from like a lifetime ago.
I mean, I'm really excited about how that's going to be. But no, we have some design podcast ideas. Mm-hmm. One of which would just be like a daily like creative reset for your morning. Because it's, I don't know, like for us, we come out of the home fray. You know, you're getting kids out the door, you're, you know, getting the dogs ready for the day, you're up and you're running, and then all of a sudden it's like, boom, time to be creative. And you don't always have that transition period that you need to do that gracefully. And so I think that's what we're looking for. And then, but what we're really excited about is the design heavy podcast that's going to be a little bit more in the weeds with like theory and process and kind of like one designer to another. And so I'm stoked about that one and the name for it and everything.
Well, we do a lot more than just design. We've got a bunch of different businesses. We rent cars on Turo.
Well, but no, that's a completely different thing.
Well, so I'm saying, like, I think we're trying to scratch that itch of like, you know, we've got the design stuff, which you guys obviously know me from streaming here. But we also have 5 kids. And so we're like interested in like parenting stuff and legacy stuff, you know, so we're into a lot of things.
A lot going on.
A lot going on. So anyway, so yeah. So there we go. We're interested in that kind of stuff. What else? What else should we talk about?
Well,
we could talk about, what are you working on right now? You're a fractional CMO for multiple high-tech startup companies doing crazy things.
Yep. Product launch happening next week, so it's a little overwhelming.
A launch for what? What are you launching?
It's a, how do I put this in terms that are understandable? It streamlines the build process for large language learning models.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
an AI tool. Essentially, it helps you go from ideation to deployment to rapid iteration with like guidance and the ability to like test it and see if it's going to be a scalable model before you've spent all the time building it. And it will recommend which models are going to like be the best. Like, is it better for you to use ChatGPT? Is it better for you to use Baird? Whatever. So yeah, it's exciting.
That sounds...
and hot on the heels of all the new stuff that OpenAI released this week, which it was so interesting to be a fly on the wall as like the technical team for my client talked through what that means for their product. And one of the he's actually their CTO, and he was like, it's the same thing that they've always offered. It's just different UI. And I was like, my mind was blown.
Why was your mind blown?
Because most people would be like, wow, they just released something completely new. They didn't. It's the same thing you've been able to do always with ChatGPT, just in a table format.
A table format?
Like instead of just a you know how ChatGPT, you type it in and it gives you whatever you want. You just have one place where you can type. It just gives you now more places you can add information. But
interesting.
It's the same outputs.
So I use a plugin, and I can't remember what it's called, but it's a Chrome plugin. Maybe if I open Chrome. But basically, it lets you, like, when you use this plugin, it like masks what it's actually doing, but it logs into ChatGPT for you, and then it gives you multiple places. So like, if you want to like create a course or create social media posts or whatever, like you can put in multiple input and then it like injects it into the prompts somehow. It's magic.
Interesting.
Yeah, you should check that out.
My mind was being blown last night with the idea of if you could pair AI that is prompt related and learns as it goes, if you could pair that with time gated scheduled prompts, that marriage of the two would be literally mind-blowing. And I'm sure that it exists. It's just my non-technical self not knowing, you know, which applications to pair together. But I'm going to talk with my client about it today because we're talking about building a use case for marketers that we can like demo on their site as part of the promo for next week. So
that's
anyway,
super cool.
Yeah, head over to verda.ai. They're doing some really, really cool stuff. They're a woman-led team.
That's incredible.
They're moving and shaking, making some cool stuff. All right, well, I'm going to bounce.
You got to bounce. Thanks for hanging out with us today. I'm almost done with this. So when I'm done, I'll send it to you and you can proof it and make sure that, because
Don't forget to do the cover also.
Is that not the cover?
Nope, that's just like the first page so that it can flip and then you get a full spread. Do you know what I'm saying? Because otherwise the spreads won't align because there's a few spreads that are full page spreads.
This guy.
You've got it. You got it.
Okay.
All right,
Oh
deuces.
my goodness. I just got so tired.
It's been real. It's been fun.
been real.
It's even been real fun.
It's even been real fun. Such a cute cover. I love it.
It really is so cute.
Yeah.
I can't.
All right. Well, I'm going to mute your microphone.
All right.
Thanks for hanging out. I'll probably cut the stream pretty short. I guess it's not short. This has been a longer stream, but
But then you're gonna go streaming again.
But then, yes, stay tuned.
catalog.
I've got another catalog, more
live all
InDesign.
day?
What?
You'll be live all day.
Live all day.
All day.
My brain might need all of your help for me to be live all day. Bye. Thanks. Love you. All right. Just me and you guys. Are you still here? Anybody watching? I'm still just copying and pasting stuff. Let's see. Now that she's gone, I got to kind of monitor the chat. Cool. That looks like it's still working. That's good news. All right. Oh, I got to scroll. What is happening? It was just stuck there. All right, catching up. Scott, I can see what I want to draw in my mind. Lifetime of doing that versus trying to explain the picture in my head to a robot. Doesn't seem easier. Yeah. All right, so we're all over the place today. Thanks. If you're still hanging out with me, thank you very much. Basically, what I'm doing is my wife wrote a book, had it illustrated for our daughter who loves bats as a birthday present. So we got it in this format as a PDF, super cool, but we wanted to publish it on Amazon and the format they need is different. So we basically spent most of the stream figuring out the best way to flow these pages. And now what I'm doing, because I couldn't get it to flow just the way I wanted it to with the precision, like specifically where it wanted to go. So what I'm doing, and I've only got like three pages left, is I made just a shape, a rectangle as a frame, specifically so I can cut it, Command X to cut it, paste it in here, Command Shift V. And then now I'm going to hit the shortcut up here, which is the fit content proportionately. And if I right click, I can see fit content under fitting. The shortcut is Option Shift Command E. So with it still selected, hit Option Shift Command E. It scales it down, but you can still see the rectangle behind it. The frame that it's sitting in is black. So now I'm hitting it's the question mark key, that backslash. And that color then goes away. So it was over here, you can see the fill was black. Oh, maybe you can't. It looks like the stream is cut off. There we go. The fill is black. It's still selected. And the shortcut key is that backslash to remove the color. So super close, cut it, paste it, scale it. So this one I might handle a little differently because the blue, all the other pages, if you look, for the most part, they all have this nice soft, this one's got a hard edge there. Most of them fade into white, which is nice. I'd like to fix it so it either was truly a bleed or a fade or something. There's a way to mask it with a gradient so it has a nice feather effect to it, but my brain is in Photoshop mode, not InDesign mode, so I can't remember how to do that, to be honest. But there's a way to do it. I could just feather it all out manually. This last spread, I'm tempted to... Thank you, Scott. Yeah, it's a cool looking book. The artist did a great job. If I take these, let's see if I go here and here. Does that feel any better? If the page, it kind of does, but then you get this awkward white space above it. Okay, how do I mask? So here's what we want to do. I want to mask with the shape, with the gradient. So let's start with a rectangle. just for proof of concept. We'll draw a rectangle. I want to fill it with a gradient. Letter G, click and drag. Okay, I think if we do it this way, and I shift click that and I right click, if I mask it, there's a mask option somewhere, I think. I forget how to do it. Anybody else know how to do it in the chat? I can't remember to save my life. Let's go to the help menu and see. It's Command 7 in Illustrator. Let's see. Okay, let's just mask an image with a gradient in InDesign. So we create an object, gradient feather tool, Shift G, click on the point and drag to create a gradient. So Shift G is my, okay, well that was easy. All right, so Shift G, over here I've got this gradient feather tool, select my object, click and drag, feathers it out, simple. Can I do two at once? Shift, click. I mean, that's what I thought I wanted. I don't know if I like it. Excuse me. Sorry, I didn't mean to cough right in the microphone. What do you think? Is it better with the gradient instead of the hard line, the awkward white space up above? I'm going to do that to all these now, just so I don't have that hard edge. Okay, but how do I apply it then? Because it looked like it just took... So I can do it one side or the other. I can't add it to both. So how do I stack it? I don't know. Oh, that's so smart, Scott. Yes, I could copy and paste it into Photoshop and then gen fill it to extend the top. I totally could do that. Okay, so... Oh, so this will be a link to the Photoshop. I'm sorry, to the PDF though. What would be the best way to round trip that? Because usually you would have a link. Then add a better gradient. Yeah, that would be so much better because this looks like trash right now. Also, I don't know how to turn it off. Now that I have the gradient on here, like, I have no idea where it gets added to, the gradient tool, the feather gradient. There's got to be a way. Undo, undo. Okay, so yeah, we could bring this into Photoshop. I'm just curious. I'm just going to cheat this real quick and just see what happens. I'm just going to take a screenshot of this. Just kidding. Try one more time. Screenshot. Command Shift 4. Hold down the Control key to copy it to my clipboard. Just jump over into Photoshop. Make a new document. Size of the clipboard. Click Create. We'll paste it in there. And then we're going to take the selection tool. We're just going to select a little bit extra. And we're just going to hit. Okay, why is it not giving me generative fill as an option? Usually this would show up as an option. So let's just duplicate that again. Let's delete this because the screenshot is white. Let's delete that. Turn that off so we can see its transparent background. I'm also going to turn off the spine here. I'm just going to... Why is my generative fill not showing up? What am I doing wrong? We'll do a content aware fill. Okay. Nothing's feathered. What is happening? Color mode. Where is she? If you're talking about my wife, she had a call. She had to go jump on. Check your color mode. I'm in RGB. I'm in Photoshop 2024. I'm not in the beta. Color settings. That's all fine. sRGB is fine. 8-bit. What are we in now? 8-bit. Okay. Remind me. Let's see. Let's go to settings. What are we looking for? Totally forgot. It's not here. It's in the other document. Image. Mode. RGB 8-bit. What do I want to do? 16-bit? How about image mode? Let's do 32-bit. It's not working. I don't know what the heck is going on. Let me just quit Photoshop real quick. I haven't restarted since yesterday. Maybe it's... No, I restarted this morning. Open Photoshop again. Strange. Half the time I'm battling real tech issues where things don't work as they're supposed to. And other times it's my own brain where I'm like just doing something wrong. So hopefully it's not me just doing something wrong. Okay, so clipboard, resolution, 8-bit. I never change that. That's always fine. Paste. Select subject. Okay. Generative fill in Photoshop is grayed out. Safari can't find the server. Is our internet down? That doesn't make sense. Because y'all are still in the chat. Oh, my internet's down. Oh, geez. How does that even work, though, if you guys are still in the chat? So generative fill has to use the internet to work. But that doesn't make any sense. Let me stand by. All right. I don't know what the heck is happening because I think the internet's still fine. But whatever. Let's see. So I'm super confused because my like nothing, like the browser's not pulling up. My speed test isn't working, but you guys can still see the stream. This makes no sense whatsoever. I test my phone. Oh, my phone's back here. Here, let's see if my phone's connected. I don't know. It could be. Did my VPN turned on? Guys, this is the strangest thing. I've never had it. This is like the tech stuff I was talking about. Like stuff randomly just decides not to work. I have no idea what's happening. All right. Well, generative fill it requires the internet to work. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but basically like you could use, you're right. I could use content aware fill. I could, we'll just try it this way and see what happens. It's not the worst. That kind of got weird. So let's, it feels so weird having to go back to like old methods of doing stuff. Without generative fill. trying to keep a little bit of detail here, but and this is kind of weird now. Strange. My VPN's not connected, so generative fill is a bit flaky. Yeah, it could be that too. But like, what's weird? I even just tried to open Adobe. I tried to open Google. Like literally nothing is opening in my browser. Maybe if I open up Chrome. Maybe it's Safari. Maybe Safari. I think Safari is tanking. Okay. For some reason, Safari is completely tanking because everything works in Chrome. That's bizarre. I think there's some multiple things going on here. All right. Well, yes, I could do that. Export this spread, bring it back into InDesign, and then this page would look a lot better. I could do that to all these spreads. These would look better. Grounded like that because in the top that makes more sense here. Maybe that's what I do. Let's see, how would I use the pen tool? I'm just kind of experimenting with a way to make this I mean, that's kind of cool. Makes it look at least kind of on purpose. I don't know what that's supposed to be up there now, but whatever. Okay. Yeah, Martha, that was a good. We basically just did the same thing. I didn't see that, but I could have brought a shape over the top, or like clouds. Clouds might have been better. This is a little too hard of an edge compared to what the rest of this has been. Oh, you know what we could do? Now Safari's working. Let's see. Watercolor, border, elements. Just see if this even looks. So I could colorize it and make it better. Bring it into Photoshop. Export it as a PNG. Sure, why not? Let's just go like this. I feel like I'm doing this like the hardest way possible, but it's all right. We're just kind of playing around. Something like that. Okay, so then I can merge all these. And then I can turn off the background layer. That's PNG. Let's go. That's not going to be enough of a hard edge, though, to hide the top. So let's jump into InDesign. Command-Shift-4. Or what? Yeah, Command-Shift-4. Copy that. Slam it in here to kind of see how it shapes up. If it was in there. So we're going to need a couple things to go on here. We're going to need maybe this color. How do I want to do that? Okay, so if I turn all this off, let's jump cut, duplicate that, scale it up a touch, bring it behind, bring it down. Okay, yeah, that'll do it. All right, so I'm gonna take these two, merge them. Quick export is PNG. Cloud top. Sure. Oh my goodness. Oh, it exported the whole. Oh well. I feel like I do everything like the hardest way possible when I get on stream. I just completely throw all the rules out the window. But anyway, that is not what I'm going for, but it almost works. We could just force it this way. This is a disaster. But you could see, if I unmask it, we have potential. So I'm going to jump back over into Happy Little Clowns, Bob Ross. I was literally thinking that in my mind. That's funny. All right. So I could beat this up further, but unfortunately I physically can't because I've got another project that's due. Due tomorrow. So I'm going to go back through and just any of these pages that have, oh crap, that one doesn't work because it's got a hard edge on the top. Okay, this is a good first pass. I'm going to let Jenna look at it and just see how we're doing there. I need to bring in the cover. We're so close, so close. Thank you everybody in the chat for helping me figure this out, especially with those scripts and things. That was a lifesaver. I really appreciate you guys. I'm going to cut this stream and then I'll come back live probably in like 45 minutes or so. What time is it? 10:50. Get some food. And then I'm going to be working in my next live. I'm in design. I'm going to be working on a, oh my goodness, excuse me, project for Winchester actually. So a digital catalog for their new product line, their new pet product line. I've got some of it behind me. I don't know if you guys saw it yesterday. Oh, I took it back to the studio. Anyway, all of these things. So they just started a brand new pet category. So leashes, collars, dog bowls, dog beds, harnesses, all this stuff. We did all the photography for it. We did all the product photography for it. And so I'm adding new lifestyle images. I actually edited those last night on the live stream in Lightroom. If you guys want to check that out, I got to add those in here and then, add a few new products in here, add some new text in here. So it's probably like 16 hours worth of work. I'm not gonna be live the whole time, but we'll be live for a little bit of it. If you guys want to check it out, come back and say hello. What do we say? Yeah, Martha, definitely get the working files from the Illustrator for sure. Always know where your snacks are. Cool. Anyway, hopefully we'll see you guys in a little bit. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to cut the stream and I'll go live here shortly. So stay tuned. Thanks guys. We'll see you. I'm just going to hard kill it. I will see you later. Bye.